So I understand that everyone's a little rabid and just kind of losing their minds over the fact that we still haven't gotten the ban list yet. But Farfa's obsession with this ban list date spreadsheet goes way further back than just today or this week or even this ban list cycle.
How long have you been a psychopath?
He's been preaching the gospel of this stupid spreadsheet for a long time, and I really think that he just needs to chill out with it. Now, before we get into the weeds as to why I'm so annoyed at the way he constantly brings this spreadsheet up, I'm going to need each and every single one of you to go down to that subscribe button and let it know how stupid this spreadsheet is by clicking it and subscribing to me. So, as somebody who has a degree in a math adjacent field,
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
computer science is sort of math. For a long time, it was part of the math department. I'm terrible at statistics. Just, full disclosure, I hate statistics. I've sort of softened on it over the years as I sort of come to understand concepts from it more and more as I begin to use it more for my job and all that kind of stuff. And as I start to listen to people talk about it who actually care about statistics, they make it a lot more interesting than any professor ever could. But what's frustrating is there's a lot of ways that you can go about predicting something, and ultimately the way that you predict something sort of informs the type of answer that you're kind of going for. The problem is that, one, Farfa's model of trying to predict things seems like it doesn't use a whole lot of very concrete statistical models. It feels more like he just takes the dates and then just averages them, right? So that's not a very useful metric by any means. You're not going to get a lot of useful information from that. Second of all, I don't remember what it's called, but there is a rule or a principle that says that the mere observation of an experiment can sometimes adjust the outcome. I only know about it because they mentioned it in Phineas and Ferb. But the fact that he brings up this spreadsheet all the time in a forum as public as a YouTube video, knowing full well that he has been reached out to by Konami, there is absolutely a zero chance that Konami hasn't seen these videos and knows exactly when Farfa expects these ban lists to come out. There has to be somebody at Konami that knows that he's doing this. And third of all, statistics are one of those things where they are merely a means of learning patterns. But the problem is that with humans, patterns are not absolute. When you look at a statistical model, it is merely a means to try and guess. And that is exactly what it is. It is a guess. And what's annoying is I feel like Farfa understands that, but whenever it comes up to the date that the spreadsheet says the ban list should be coming out, he treats the entire thing like it's an absolute. Like, he knows when it's going to come out because this is what the spreadsheet says. And then when it doesn't happen, he falls back on the idea of oh, well, I always knew it was just a maybe thing. I was just guessing. You can't have your spreadsheet and eat it too, okay? You have to understand that what you're doing is asinine. And I love Farfa, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hate on Farfa by any means. I'm just merely pointing out how stupid he is. Okay? You see the difference? Now, it can be useful to sort of get a general idea of when the ban list is going to come out, but it feels like it's more than that. Because ultimately what Farfa is doing, it'd be one thing if it was just a silly meme and everyone understood it as that, But it feels like the community really took this spreadsheet's guess as gospel and really started hammering in the idea that if the ban list did not come out on the day that the spreadsheet said it would, that Konami has done something wrong and that we need to harass them. Like, to the point that we got Vanadium Prime Heart trending on Twitter for like 3 days because people wouldn't shut up about the post that was posted at the time the spreadsheet said the ban list was going to come out. And then when the ban list was supposed to come out today, they posted another art post. And now that is becoming a meme. And it's like people are just absolutely losing their minds. And it's not even that funny. Like, guys, it's not that funny, okay? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's not that funny.